Both Bob and Jean Ann love San Angelo, Angelo State University, and the Concho Valley. They respect the land and its history. Their home place, which is where Jean Ann grew up, the LeGrand Headwater Ranch near Sonora, the Devil's River, all are testaments to protecting wildlife and the ranching and farming heritage that we all appreciate. Their quest for knowledge never ends, whether it's learning about wasting disease in deer, feral hog control, or water conservation. Jean Ann served a 3-year term on the Texas Parks and Wildlife White-tailed Deer Advisory Committee. They seek to understand and find answers to hard questions. They both enjoy the ranch and enjoy sharing it with their friends and family. As I said, Bob and Jean Ann love Angelo State. They're very proud of ASU, its growth, its economic impact on San Angelo and the Concho Valley, its sense of family, and emphasis on core values. Their commitment to ASU spans many areas and programs. In the early 2000s, they recognized the need for a space designated for alumni and visitors. That led to the LeGrand Alumni and Visitor Center in 2003. That center today is a gathering place for Ram Jam, meetings, receptions, watch parties, ASU Outfitters store. That facility is a hub for home football, former students passing through the city, and for anyone looking for ASU apparel. Let me tell you, Bob LeGrand loves sports. I'm not sure what he enjoys more, the competition or getting to know the student athletes and coaches. You'll see him at football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, any sporting event. And he always has some friends with him. Jean Ann loves sports too. She was involved in sports at Wall High School as a student during the pre-Title IX days, you know, when women were too dainty and weak to play full-court basketball, run more than 300 yards or so, you know the drill. Granddaughter Caitlin put a lot of those myths to rest. In 2008, Bob and Jean Ann created the first ever scholarship endowment for athletics at ASU. What a game changer for us. Most people are not familiar with how athletic scholarships are funded. Yes, the institution provides some funding, but private endowments and financial support are critical to fully funding for NCAA limits. Without an arsenal of scholarship dollars, you're fighting a recruiting battle with limited resources, while those you're recruiting against have more ammunition. Bob and Jean Ann also understand the importance of quality facilities. In preparation for the 2009 NCAA National Track Meet, they provided funds for renovation for what was then the multipurpose sports complex. I remember the discussion about how that name came about. In 2014, they donated funds to upgrade that complex and purchase a video scoreboard so the Rams could play football in what is now LeGrand Stadium at First Community Field. Having those home football games on campus is huge. We had no presence at San Angelo Stadium. Playing on campus completely changed the atmosphere for our players, our coaches, fans, and students. Most recently, they donated funding for the LeGrand Soccer Complex, including a new clubhouse with all the bells and whistles that technology and planning can provide. Included in the renovations were a scoreboard, bleachers, and other upgrades that allow the soccer coaches to compete for quality recruits and a positive atmosphere for all involved, including fans. In the interest of full disclosure, granddaughter Caitlin has left her own legacy on the ASU soccer program. She had no idea her grandparents were involved in the facilities improvements until they were almost complete. Jean Ann and Bob were all in supporting her and her teammates during her ASU career. Whether it's those darn squawking rubber chickens, the Tide bottles full of pebbles, or the tutus on special game days. It isn't every day that you see neurosurgeon Grandfather Bob in a tutu in public, but you don't want to miss it. Jean Ann's passion and ASU spirit made quite an impression on visiting teams and fans, especially when she got her posse of friends that she stayed close to since high school involved in her shenanigans. Jean Ann is a force. Most of you are familiar with the Phil George Blue and Gold auction and dinner that we hold every year in August. It kicks off the sports seasons, the school year, and is the primary fundraiser for ASU athletics. When we started that event many years ago, the athletic department coaches and staff, plus the Ram Club members and volunteers did everything. We were so fortunate that Jean Ann and her sister Diana Hewling joined us early on. Those two are responsible for laying the groundwork for the tremendous event that you enjoy now. Those two women, I want to tell you, they're dynamos. Their drive, their attention to detail, their vision, their energy, they're amazing. You get those two women together and mountains will be moved. Of course, Bob and Jean Ann's love for ASU extends well beyond athletics. Each year, dozens of students benefit from their academic scholarship endowment. The LeGrands understand the importance of graduating with minimal or no debt. ASU prides itself on the opportunities for students to do that. Quality education equal to any in the country without the sticker shock on graduation day for those who choose to take advantage of those scholarships. Bob has served on the board for Children's Advocacy Center, and he and Jean Ann were supporters of Hope House. Bob also served on the board for the West Texas Rehab, and the LeGrands are responsible for the LeGrand Boardwalk on the San Angelo, West Texas Rehab Center campus. Jean Ann and Bob are active members of Holy Angels Catholic Church. They are members of the Papal Order of the Equestrian Order of the Holy Sepulchre. They are also involved in the Walk to Emmaus. Jean Ann has served as a 4-H leader, a hospice volunteer, and has served on the ASU Foundation Board as well as the board of the Laura Bush Foundation Institute. She has served on the Ex-Students Association Board of Directors, including President Emeritus. Jean Ann was awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters from Angelo State University. To say she is an accomplished painter and seamstress is an understatement. She is also a published author of the Franz Block Family History, which is in the Library of Congress. Always learning, always inquisitive. She's been learning German for fun. Who does that? Bob is also one of those inquiring minds. He's curious and always learning. He learned from his dad the importance of taking care of others and of giving back. He learned his work ethic at an early age when he had a paper route. He got up at 5 a.m., delivered his route of 100 papers at 1 cent each, made $1 a day. He didn't get rich, but he learned to show up and do what was necessary. That lesson served him well when he came to San Angelo and started his neurosurgery practice. He was the only neurosurgeon in San Angelo from 1976 to 1992. He was on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Think of those years. During his career, he brought many new techniques to San Angelo. Bob served over 40,000 patients over Central, West, and Southwest Texas. He is a diplomat of the American Board of Neurological Surgery, a fellow of the American College of Surgeons, a member of the American Association of Neurological Surgeons, the Congress of Neurological Surgeons, the Southern Neurological Association, the Texas Medical Association, the Texas Association of Neurological Surgeons, the American College of Surgeons, and the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, Medical Honor Society. Bob and Jean Ann love adventure. He's an avid sportsman. He loves to fish, hunt, hike, and Jean Ann is game to try anything. Family is important to them, and they've shared many of their adventures with their family. Rafting, chasing eclipses, building memories. Bob and Jean Ann have climbed mountains, South Base Camp in Nepal, North Advanced Base Camp in Tibet, Kilimanjaro. They've been to the Arctic, Antarctica. They hiked in Bhutan, Mongolia, England, Wales, and Spain, as well as many European, South American, and Asian countries. Luckily for us, they always return to San Angelo and the Concho Valley, where they continue to make a difference every day, for now and for many years to come. Congratulations, Bob.
I tell you what, there's some pretty sneaky people around here. Sorry, guys. Somebody had to do some really big digging to find some of those pictures and to find whatever she said. This is my family up here, and I love them. And usually he's the one that's speechless. I'm speechless. And I never ever would have dreamed to ever receive this award. Because we've been blessed with health and good family, great parents, great community. San Angelo is the absolute best place to live. And yes, we've traveled a lot. But you know, when we get home, you know what we do? We take a deep breath and we smell the air and say, thank God we live in San Angelo. The people here are amazing. Y'all are all contributors. And I looked at the group here and I'm thinking, oh my, now they're so young. But thank you to the committee and to all of you. And thank you, Kathleen. I'll have to talk to you about this later. And where in the world you found the pig picture, I never know. Oh, my sister. But thank you so much. It is a tremendous honor.
Give me that motion, Diane. city. So many deserving.